I have a 2018 Ram 3500. We'll be programming in 2 keys. I have a security bypass cable from koadtech.com, and I'll be using the Alfa OBD link MX Plus to program the key. Without the cable, if you go program the key, it just won't do it. So you need to bypass the security system on there to be able to install a key. If you go to www.koadtech.com, there's instructions on how to install the security bypass cable. And the first instruction is to remove the knee plate below the steering column. To do that, you just need a Phillips screwdriver. And that's just 2 screws on the bottom of the knee plate. So I'm going to do this the dangerous way, and I'm just going to plug it in because I don't want to unplug my battery and then have the transmission learning to shift on the way to work tomorrow morning. Not that would be a problem, but I don't think it's too much of a risk to just plug it in. So don't take my word for it. Do it how you want to. It recommends unplugging the battery or disconnecting the battery, however you want to say it. But I think it's relatively safe because look, you got your pink and you got your green wire, and then you got your pink and you got your green wire, and then you got your blue and you got your yellow wire, and then there's the blue and the yellow wire. So it's just straight shot into here. It's not connecting to anything out of the ordinary. So as long as this isn't plugged into some kind of module, because all this is just that plugs into the OBD port, and then this is your new OBD port to plug your programming tool or your scan tool or whatever you're going to use to program a key in. So that would be the new OBD port. And you can unplug this when you're done too. It doesn't have to stay in the car. And it's up to you if you want to disconnect the battery again when you go to unplug it. So yeah, I'm just going to shove that in there and see what happens. So after I move the kick plate, that's that one there, then go down to here. It says remove the OBD2 connector from the kick plate by squeezing the tabs on the back of the connector and pulling it out. So it says squeeze these 2 tabs here and then pull the sucker out. Hey, it worked. The sucker came out. Okay, and then the next step, it says insert the new OBD2 connector into the security module bypass. I'll read that again. Insert the new OBD2 connector from the security module bypass into the truck's OBD2 bracket. So it's already making this kit permanent. It says insert this into here like that. I believe that's the right way. The wider part is going to be up later on. I think so. There we go. New one inserted. And then the next step says insert the factory OBD2 connector into the female OBD2 connector and the security module harness. So it says connect these 2 together. But I think I'm going to hold off on that step. And I'm going to plug these ones in first. And the reason for that is I don't want to fry anything. And then if this is plugged into the connector, like right now these wires are just these wires. But if I plug the connector in here and then I go plug these wires in, who knows what's going to happen. So I'm going to leave those disconnected for now. So if you're doing it the dangerous way, then do it as I'm doing and don't connect the OBD connector. Leave that to last. And then the next step says locate the 2 CAN terminal blocks under the steering wheel column and plug each of the remaining connectors on the security module bypass into an open slot on the corresponding terminal block. Each connector is color matched and keys into the correct terminal block. 2018 1500s will have 2 connectors, whereas the 2018 2500s and up will have 1 white and 1 green connector. That's what I got. It does not matter which slot the terminal block you plug the connector into, as long as the color of the connector matches the existing terminal block. So what the instructions are saying by that is match the connectors. So this is a white block, but it takes a green connector, so the green connector will go here. And there's a green block, but it takes the white connectors, so put the white connector there. Don't match the connector with the color of the block. And that's what I did the first time around, and I kind of mangled my connector. The white connector will fit into the white connector if you shove it hard enough, but the green connector won't fit into the green block. So the green connector has a little extra tab at the back, and that will only go in the white block. So don't get them mixed up. The green connector goes in the white block. There we go. That went in easy. And the white connector and the green block, even though I mangled it a little bit, but that went in very easy. So if they're not going in easy, double check. You might be putting it in the wrong block. Okay, and with those wires connected, I'm now going to connect my ODB port. My key is off, so do this as safe as possible without disconnecting the battery. And it's connected. Whoa! So there's no smoke coming up from anywhere. No. I'm going to get my key and see if it'll start, just to be safe. Okay, I got my key. And it works. Will it start? And it starts, seemingly no issues. So I didn't fry it. Okay, so I'm going to reinstall the kick plate now. What is that wire? I don't know where that wire is coming from. Some kind of connector under the dash that I don't know of. Hopefully that's not a power wire. Did have a satellite extender underneath the dash at one time. Or a cell phone and Wi-Fi extender, or cell phone signal extender, because the truck's a freaking hotspot if you want it to be. Okay, I'm going to reinstall the kick plate now, and it just pops back on. Lifting up the side for your key above the key hole. There we go. Just a little bit tricky on the key side. The other side, it pops back in. And those wires will take a zip tie if you want to leave the bypass cable installed. And that is the last of the install instructions from koadtech.com. And with that, your security bypass cable should be installed.